this is Anjali Mishra. Welcome back to my channel. And yeah, you all know I love reading books, and today I'm back with an amazing present for you guys. I'm back with 10 best books for 2020. And yeah, I want to mention one thing before getting started, that I don't promote buying a lot of books, I promote reading books. So if you read even one book, that's enough. But you need to pick out the best of the best books, and that's what I do for you. I pick out best of the best books. Always pick books that's gonna help you in your future, in your developing yourself, and you also try to read them. So let's begin with the video. And the first book from my collection is Fluid. It's written by Ashish Jaiswal. This is Fluid. It's written by Ashish Jaiswal. This book is like your fluid. What is the meaning of fluid? बहते रहना, कभी भी अपने थॉट्स को लिमिटेड नहीं करना. नेवर लिमिट योर सेल्फ, कीप फ्लोइंग. कभी भी ऐसा मत सोचो कि दैट यू आर अ साइंस स्टूडेंट एंड यू कैन नॉट डू दिस, you cannot do that. You can do everything, every damn thing. Why I choose this book as the first book? Because this is the much needed book for India, and you can see this is a national bestseller book as well. This book talks about loopholes in our Indian education system. This is a well-researched book, and kudos to Ashish Jaiswal for bringing up to such an amazing topic, and also not hiding any part of our education system. It's all transparent. All that is present in this book. It's a well-researched book, and I personally love reading this book. It's an amazing read, and you should try it at least once. Or you can also check out the ebook. I will put the link. You can buy the ebook for this, or if you can also go for a hard copy, you should definitely give it a try. So let's jump to the next book. Book from my collection is this Kurukshetra. It's written God in the Time of COVID. It's written by Amar B. Singh, and recently I came across this book. I read it, and it was an amazing read. I can't tell you how I was feeling after reading this book. It's a plot taken from Mahabharata, where there's a time when Arjun's son Abhimanyu got killed into Chakravyuh, और वो चक्रव्यूह उनके अपने ही परिवार के द्वारा रचा गया था. और उस वक्त अर्जुन इतने दुखी होते हैं. He was grieving, he was crying, he want his son back. And at that point, Krishna came to Arjun, and this is the conversation between Krishna and Arjun, that why only his son got killed, and what was the reason. It's because of his karma or what. And this is a true story when there are laborers who were moving from Delhi, Mumbai to their hometowns to UP, Bihar, and that's the problem what they faced. At that time, reporters were laughing at Arjun and his family because he was poor, and he don't even have one penny in his pocket. And there's a point when he says to Krishna that I don't want your verses from Mahabharata and Gita. I want the truth. Why only my son got killed in this battlefield? And this was an amazing read for me. I can't even explain words how much I like this book. It's amazing. And I want to give a shout out to Amar Singh to writing such a beautiful story, and this whole book written in the form of verses, and the verses are so deep. They have so deep meaning with very easy language. Next book is Men and Dreams in Dauladhar. It's written by Kochari C. Shibu, and it was his debut novel. He served in Indian Navy for years, and this book is totally based on his personal experience. This book is an amazing read, and yeah, he also, all these whole story comes from his personal experience. There were three main characters in this story. The best thing about his novel is character building. He built characters so beautifully. You can also imagine the characters in front of your eyes. The characters are beautiful, and the way he portrays all the characters. Before I read both of his novels, I recently came across Faith and Beloved, and both his novels, before, when you start reading, you need to read about all the characters, from where they come, what their culture is, whatever their background, their past lives, everything. And when the character building is so strong, then only he starts setting up the plot. And that's the best part about his books. Plot is based on a historical spot known as Dauladhar, and this is a fiction read for sure. It's an amazing read. You should give it a try. There are three main characters in this story, and one is the engineer from Kerala who came to Jammu Kashmir to build a dam in Dauladhar mountain range, and the other one is from terrorist group, and the other Rekha, she's a doctor and a dancer, and the whole plot is so amazing. You should give it a try. And So the next book is Miracles Through My Eyes, and you can check out the detailed review I have given in my YouTube channel. You can check out this book. It's written by Dinesh Sahai, and the best part about this book is this book talks about subconscious mind, how to think positively, how your thoughts matter what you do. Actually, whatever we are facing, जो भी हमारी लाइफ में चल रहा है, all that comes from our thoughts. The things we think, the things we speak, all that is happening because of the way we speak, because of the way we think. And this book talks about the power of positive thinking, the power of your subconscious mind. How can you develop your how can you process your thoughts in the right direction to achieve whatever you want in your life. And this book was an amazing read for me. And the best part of Dinesh Sahaji, I read 2 or 3 of his books, and his books are damn good. All his books talks about positivity, subconscious mind, and how to grow. All his books are definitely self-help books and self-development books, and I only pick up books which helps you to develop yourself, and I only pick books which I know that gonna help you. And if you wanna check the whole detailed review, you can check out in my YouTube channel, or I will definitely put the link in my description box. And this was an amazing read for me for sure. And Dinesh Rai ji is not so young, but he started something new at this point, and he is doing a great job. He also works as life coach, and life coach is someone who suggests what you can do to achieve your goal, or what should you do to be happy. And his whole life is about happiness, how to be happy, how to be self-contained. Next book I want to suggest you, it's Adi Yogi. It's by Sadhguru, and Sadhguru is someone I adore a lot. My day starts from Sadhguru's, listening Sadhguru's podcast, watching Sadhguru's videos. Sadhguru is someone who taught me the way of living, and I can't even express what Sadhguru means to me. I never met him, but I I bow in front of him. Come to this book. This book is about Shiva. It's about a man who is 9 feet tall, smeared with ash in all his body, and all his hairs are flowing in the air. And when he come to Kailash Mount, everyone was watching him. The way he represents Shiva is amazing. And when Shiva comes to mountain, comes to Kailash, everyone was shocked from where he came. Who is he? Sometimes he sat in peaceful, and sometimes he danced. No one knows what he is doing. And for everyone, for the whole, for Devlok, for Patal, for everyone, for whole this world, he's a man who is not less than a surprise to them. And this book talks about Adi Yogi, the first man who bring yoga to India. And so the next book comes from my mythology pick, and this is Mahabharata, Jaya, an illustration retelling of Mahabharata. This book is written by Devdutt Patnaik. This book is amazing. So this is the retelling of Mahabharata. The plot is same, the story is same, but the only difference is that this book is written for us. We are the people who are living in this generation in 20th century. We don't know how to understand Sanskrit, and sometimes the only reason we are not able to read Sanskrit books is that we are unable to understand every verse. And that's the reason why our Indian authors try to bring up the same plot. And this one is well researched book. I can bet you this is a well researched book. The plot is amazing. And Devdutt Patnaik tries to put out the best stories, the less known stories. This book is spread over 18 chapters. The name of this book is Jaya, because earlier the Mahabharata was known as the story of victory, the story of Vijaya, and after some time it got converted into Vijaya. So now we know Mahabharata as Vijaya, but earlier it was Jaya, and that's the reason why Devdutt pick out this name. This book is an amazing read. If you are someone who love reading mythology, then this is a steal for you guys. Check out this book. It's quite costly. It comes under like 450 or 500, I think, but this book can change your life. And we all know what Mahabharata is not just a ancient story or something. That Mahabharata is a true story and written by our own gods. Words come from the mouth of God. Words come from mouth of Rishi Muni. And this book Mahabharata taught us the way of living. जो भी हम आज कर रहे हैं, जैसे जिंदगी कैसे जीना चाहिए, धर्म क्या है, अधर्म क्या है, गलत क्या है, सही क्या है, वो सब हमने सीखा है महाभारत से. Mahabharata is totally based on deeds and karma. whatever, महाभारत ने हमें क्या सिखाया है, कर्म क्या होता है, कर्मा क्या है, जैसा तुम करोगे वैसा तुम भोगोगे. These become the source of entertainment for us. It's the worst thing, and we need to learn from this. So try to read out this book if you can, and I will definitely put the link in description. You can check out this book. The book also teaches you how you can do whatever you want just by switching your ideas and just by switching the way you think. And this book talks about wisdom. This book talks about how you can achieve your goal and how you can be focused. हजारों हजारों रास्ते हैं जो आपको असफल बना सकते हैं, हजारों तरीके हैं एक असफल आदमी बनने के. This boy, this shepherd boy, faced thousands of problems in his life, but he still didn't give up. He tried his best, and he went in a search of treasure from North Africa to Egyptian like pyramids, and he was searching for treasure. And on the way, he met with the alchemist. Who is the alchemist? The alchemist is a person who can understand the languages, various languages. He can understand the language of sun, language of wind, language of trees, everything. And this story, it's amazing. You should give it a try. And if you want me to make a separate detailed video review about The Alchemist, let me know in the comment section so I can do that. Next pick is Who Will Cry When You Die. It's written by Robin Sharma, and you may know him by his bestseller book The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and he was a best-selling author at a certain point, and still people love reading his work, no doubt. And this book is not a novel particularly. This book comes with 100 lessons that how you can enjoy your life and how you can actually every lesson comes with a different teaching. And Robin Sharma is amazing. Whatever he do, is a motivational speaker. He teach people how you can become what you want in his life and how you can achieve whatever you want in his life. So Robin Sharma is amazing author, and this book is totally amazing. I read this book twice or thrice till now. It's a very short book, like a diary. You can finish it in 1 or 2 days. And so the next pick from my collection is The Diary of Young Girl, and it's written by Anne Frank. This diary was written by a young girl. She was 13 years old when she started writing a diary. And the best part of this diary is you will see the innocence behind a teenager when she was hiding from Hitler government to save herself with her family. And at that point, when you start reading this book, you will feel that you are hiding with her. She have wrote a lot about World War II. If you want to know the insights of World War II, then you need to read this book. Today, Anne Frank's diary is the most important document to know how mad Hitler was and how he treated his people during World War II. And if you want to know more about World War II, and this book is must read for everyone. If someone who love reading fiction and who love reading love stories, or you like to try something new, then you should try this out. It's a fantasy book. It talks about a lot of stuff. It talks about fiction. It's full of imaginary story. So you can check out this book. It's a story about a young boy. Once he met with Alaska, he instantly fall in love with her, and then the story begins. So I just tell you the beginning of the story. You can check out this book if you want, and just give it a try. Maybe you'll like it. So this was all about the 10 best books which you can read in 2020, and these books are amazing. I can bet you, if you are someone who read fiction, if you are someone who read non-fiction, if you are someone who read mythology, I try to cover all 3 genres for you guys, and I can ensure you, when you start reading one book, you are gonna feel like, oh God, why I didn't read this book before 3-4 years. When I was reading these books, I was still thinking, yaar, pehle kyun nahi padh liya? Maybe I will change at that time. And so this was all about this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy, the most important thing.